Welcome back to the BanteringBoneheads. I'm Tony.
I'm David.
And I'm Mark.
And hey, we got a cool show for you today. Somebody asked us actually to revisit the Southern sayings. So we got a part two. Part two. Yep. Part two of Southern sayings. And, I'm excited about it. So we'll just dive right in. How's that?
Let's do it to it.
Okay, so before we even start, let me say this. You got to understand Southern sayings. I mean, just the whole language is an art form. Because, I mean, most people would say, like, man, that's an orange cup. And then somebody would say, like, well, how orange is that cup? You see, we cover all that, man, in the Southern thing. So we would be real descriptive. We'd say, hey, that cup's as orange as a pumpkin fresh out of the patch at harvest time. And that eliminates the question of how orange is it. Would you not agree?
I agree with that.
But at the same time, should the person say, hey, I'd like a little more detail about the orangeness of that cup, bless their hearts, we would oblige. You know what I'm saying? We would go in there and we'd talk about this cup all day long if we had to.
All day long.
All day long. Because that's what we do. We talk slow, and we enjoy it.
Yeah.
At least one person in this room enjoys talking.
Apparently that's me.
I'll give you a hint.
So here we are, part two, back by popular demand, and we'll let David kick it off.
All right. Number one. He's as lost as last year's Easter egg.
That has a literal meaning at your house, Tony.
It really does. So
Especially when there's some eggs still there from last year.
yeah, they probably are, man. The first, we go out and plant these things. All the grandkids come over. They're hunting them, and they don't find but about half of them until Poppy breaks out the mower, and we start finding them.
It's a real good thing we don't use real eggs.
Yeah, we use the fake ones.
Oh, that'd stink.
Yeah, that'd be nasty, man. So he's as lost as last year's Easter egg. I've heard that one. I might have used it a time or two. What about you?
I don't think so.
I've never used that one.
Now this one, I've used. You ready for it?
Yeah.
She's pitching a fit.
Yep.
Yeah, she's tore up. She's
From the floor up.
having a hissy fit. She's pitching a fit.
She's a little bit ticked off.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's worse, a hissy fit or a conniption fit?
Conniption.
Yeah, I think the conniption is next level. So she's pitching a fit, then you got the hissy fit, then you got the conniption. That's right up near exorcist type stuff.
Yeah.
You might need to get out of there.
Yeah. It's time to
right.
leave.
He's about as useful as a screen door on a submarine.
Need some Flex Seal.
Flex Seal. Speaking of, I used that for the first time this week.
Oh, I thought you was getting ready to say we have a new sponsor or something.
No. And I got to say, the Flex Seal tape,
It works?
oh my gosh. Let me just say, when you put it on, you better hope that that's where you want it to be because you're not getting it back off. Yeah. So what was that again? He's about as useful as a screen door on a submarine.
Right.
Yeah, they're talking about management there. So just in case you know.
No comment.
Probably for the best.
Well, it's finer than frog hair split 4 ways.
Frog hair split 4 ways.
I like the accent.
You like that?
Yeah.
I've heard it a little different. I've heard it like, she's finer than frog hair, which means, hey,
She fine.
fine.
I can't use the version I know.
Yeah.
It's not PG.
Yeah, Matthew's southernness is a little
Gangsta.
more, a little more gangsta.
Gang.
So that's why we got the beep button.
You can't make chicken salad out of chicken poop.
Yeah. You can't make chicken salad out of chicken poop.
Something told me to read this.
You weren't going to say that, was you?
Yeah, usually we hear the other word for poop, which we're not going to say, but yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it.
Didn't you skip yours?
Did I skip mine?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Yes.
He elaborated on what I said about the frog hair.
Yeah.
Well,
He
this
just- he just-
I'll do one now. Then we'll start with David. How's that?
Okay.
I've used this a lot. After a good meal, you're full as a tick,
Yeah.
I say I'm fat and happy.
which is full as a tick.
Yeah, my Kim's son Sheldon,
Yeah,
my stepson.
yeah,
God, brain fart.
yeah,
Yeah, we use those terms.
yeah. Brain
too.
farts. Those are real things, man, and they smell as bad as they look.
Yeah, he says that all the time too. When he get finished eating, oh, I'm fat and happy.
Fat and happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just had a good Southern meal, which I think a week or two ago we just did a show on that. I think
Yeah, and we fitting to do another one.
we fitting to do another one.
Yeah.
The meal's not over
Fitting
when you're
to.
full. The meal's over when you hate yourself.
Fitting to.
Oh, fixing to.
was
Yeah,
fixing
that was next on the list. I'm fixing to. That means you're about to do something.
That is not how you pronounced it.
Go ahead.
Fitting to.
That's what
Into
I
the
said.
mic, nice and clear.
I'm fitting to.
That's
I'm
what I
fitting to.
said. Fitting
Yeah,
to.
that's what you said. You said it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Tony catch.
Because I'm more Southern than Tony is, I guess.
Yeah, he's more Southern, but I'm a cooler version of Southern. I got the Southern swagger. Whatever that means.
You got something, my friend.
Yeah, right.
Okay, here's one. This is a good one. That dog won't hunt.
Yeah.
Useless.
Useless.
It's also
Useless.
about management.
Yeah, a lot of management stuff in here. And if you're a manager, no offense, but
Figure it out.
yeah. Yeah, y'all are the ones that like to make chicken
this
salad out of.
Well, I don't know if I've used this. I heard this one. If the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise.
Oh, yeah. I've
That's
heard that a
when
lot.
you're making plans and you're saying you're going to be there, but
There's always that chance that something is fixing to happen.
fitting.
Fitting to
The
happen.
creek gonna rise.
Creek's
but
gonna-
really, that's kind of oxymoron because the Lord is the what's if it's His will, and the creek won't rise.
Maybe, yeah. I guess so. We're getting deep with this one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just took it to a whole new level.
We can't go too deep, guys. Your brains don't go that far.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the water ain't that deep.
It's the Southern thing.
Southern thing.
More than you know.
He could start an argument in an empty house.
Hey, y'all said you weren't going to talk about me.
Yeah.
Right.
He could
Yeah, we're
argue
not
with
going
a
to
brick
say
wall.
we're not going to say any names.
Unfortunately, guys, I control the camera, so they just see you.
Oh, she's got more nerve than a bad tooth. Dude, that's a lot of nerve. That's gutsy.
And yeah.
That's gutsy.
That hurts.
Yeah, it does, man. I never really had a toothache till I had the wisdom teeth taken out, and they both went dry socket.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Oh,
bad.
yeah, I could feel sound, dude. I could feel it.
Hold your horses.
I've held my horses before.
That's what the saying is.
Yeah,
Hold,
that
hold
means-
your horses. That
means-
means
Oh, I
wait.
thought you was telling us to shut up.
Right. That's really what that saying
Yeah.
says. I was using it. Hold
There
your
you
horses.
go.
Yeah, just slow down here. Hey, take a step back. Hold
Oh,
your
really?
horses.
You got it.
All right.
He's got a burr. Oh, you didn't mean slow down like that, did you? He's got a burr in his saddle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I feel like right now.
Yeah.
After the motorcycle wreck, I feel like I got to burn my saddle.
Oh, I
No,
bet
that
you
was
do.
That was a bumper.
Yeah.
He went airborne.
Well, he mostly went forward and then stopped suddenly.
Yeah, that was that sudden stop that got me, I think.
That's what we keep
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Get you every time.
Do what?
It gets you every time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Happier than a pig in mud. You ever been that happy, David?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mark has.
yeah, I've been that happy.
I think he was that happy when he was eating the calf.
Maybe be careful.
What was it called? Calf taters?
Yeah, that's what they called it.
Ugh. Was you happier than a pig in mud till you found out what they were?
No.
Is it pig and mud or pig and slop?
I've heard it both ways, man, but I think the slop would be better.
Yeah, probably so.
I don't know. I don't really have a lot to do with pigs except I eat them. I do eat pigs.
You eat just about anything.
Just about
This is-
anything.
No, hey,
We got
af-
our limits.
after the last episode, Mark eats about
Mark,
anything.
yeah, definitely Mark.
He's got me beat.
yeah. Yeah, Mark's got us beat.
This right here, I've never heard. Maybe y'all can explain this to me. You can't put lipstick on a pig.
and change what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
The part of that's left out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
wasn't
Southern
making
sayings
sense
are
to
real
me.
bad about that.
Yeah.
They start out as something, and then a generation
And
later,
that's what
we're
I'm
only
saying.
using half of it, and
Yeah.
nobody knows what it means
That's
anymore.
like saying, I'm just what?
We can make another episode. We can ask the viewers if there's any Southern sayings you can't make sense out of. Send them to us.
God, yeah. We'll figure them out, man.
Yeah.
You remember, I remember the last one, it was talking about, well, it didn't say so hungry, but so hungry as that you could eat the north end of a southbound polecat. And it took me forever, but I finally figured that out.
Did you now?
Yeah. So if the skunk is going southbound and you're eating the north end of that, that's the really bad side.
Oh, yeah. I like the terminology he used in one of our last episodes.
What?
How'd it go, Mark?
I eat a pig from the rooter to the tutor.
From the rooter to the tutor.
It don't get no more Southern than that.
Yeah. We need to make a show just of some of his sayings. Remember I want to know the news, not the weather?
Markisms.
Markisms.
That's what we call
Well, I mean, have you ever had somebody talking to you, telling you something, and they spit all over you?
Oh, yeah.
That's like weather. That's like the storm. That's rain. I
Yeah.
want to know the news, not the weather.
Yeah.
Hold that to yourself.
I mean, the weather is part of the news.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't want to know the weather.
Then you need to leave.
More at 6.
Or 6.
Cuter than a speckled pup in a red wagon.
That's pretty cute. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
A little feedback here.
I'm not a big fan of Dalmatians.
We used to have a Dalmatian.
I'm aware.
Nozzle.
You remember him, don't you?
Yeah,
Nozzle?
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the
Gosh.
most hyper-darn dogs.
Yeah, you know, that's rich coming from you, considering the dog you got sitting in your house.
Yeah.
It almost killed Mark.
Yeah. David's dog thinks it's this
He
big.
thinks it's a Pomeranian.
when it, in fact, it's about 100 pounds of baby.
And she just hit me like a linebacker.
Yeah, she about took him down a while ago.
Should have been a yellow flag on the play.
If Mark's on
Yeah.
crutches next episode, we know why.
Yeah.
It's a pit lab mix. She's sweet as can be, but she loves to play and don't know her own strength. She thinks she's a lap dog.
Yeah.
She doesn't
is.
think she is. You don't get a choice in the matter.
Well, this is true.
I like this one. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
I always said it differently.
How'd you say it?
Don't let the door hit you where I should have kicked you.
Either way, it's the vertical smile.
That's right.
The
The
vertical, smile. You've been thinking on that one.
Yeah,
haven't
man. You know why God made your butt crack up and down instead of like this,
you?
right?
I can only imagine
I
what
do.
you're about to
Because-
say.
Yeah. Tell us.
When you go down the slide, it won't go.
Yeah, you went down, fell down or something. he gave us the fart for other sounds that come from that area, and that was all we needed.
Moving on.
Next, yeah.
He's all hat and no cattle.
Yeah.
He talks a
I'm
big
not
game.
talking about nobody here right now.
Yeah, he talks a big game, but he ain't all that. That's what that means.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, I use this all the time.
What?
Mike could.
Mike could?
Mike could.
Yeah. Lisa gets on me all the time about some of the things I say. What was it I was saying the other day?
I mean, I think you just opened your mouth and it kind of started. Well, the context doesn't really matter.
If I'm going to do something, I always go, I'm thinking about doing this. She said, you're not thinking about it. You're going to do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I might could say that a little better next time.
Mike could.
Yeah. He's like a bull in a china shop. That's a clumsy rascal.
Yeah. He's
Clumsy.
like, tear some stuff. That's me.
That's him.
He's slicker than a greased pig.
That's pretty slick.
That's pretty slick.
Pig don't have to be greased to try and it's rough.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I don't deal with pigs too much other than eat them.
I always heard slicker than snot on a doorknob.
I will imagine that. Well, it could be sticky. I guess it depends on how long it's been there.
I always heard slicker than owl's poop.
Yes, I've heard that. Slicker than owl's poop.
And I cleaned that up.
Never heard that one.
And I have never, ever seen owl's poop.
You sure?
Have y'all? Well,
Yeah.
Me and you been friends for a long time. We're going to stick together like white on rice.
white on rice like flies on poop.
4 flat tires. That's how we're down. We're down like 4 flat tires.
My turn. Hey, don't get too antsy
Oh.
over there.
I like this show.
What was that? Wasn't there
Hey,
one
cool
hour
your
ago?
jets.
Oh, that's one. I don't know if that's Southern, though, or if that's just a
Hold your
generic
horses.
phrase.
Yeah.
Hold your
hold your
horses.
horses.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Simmer down.
Simmer down.
Okay. If it was a snake, it would have bit you. I have said that 100 times. I know.
Every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say it every day in the shop.
It's a good thing your wife doesn't say that to you when you can't find stuff, though.
Yeah. No kidding.
Can I get it?
Easy.
I don't know where I'm at.
After
You're
the snake
sitting
bit.
over there in that chair.
He's got a mind like a steel trap, rusty and hard to open.
I know some people like that.
I always say his
Management.
mouth. He's got a mouth like a steel trap, rusty and hard to open.
Usually people that I'm complaining about their mouth, they don't have a problem opening it. It's closing it that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, no
real.
kidding.
For real. Hey, slower than molasses in January.
That's slow.
January.
That is slow.
What if it's January in New Mexico?
I guess it would
good
depend.
question.
Well, this is southern sayings.
Hey, we transplant all
That's
over.
farther south.
Depends on where you are.
Yeah.
What if it was
Yeah.
Australia?
What if it was Mexico? Like the Mexico, not New Mexico.
Yeah.
That's south. But you know, southern Mexico is different from northern Mexico. Just
I
like-
had no idea I failed geography.
Listen, don't get your feathers ruffled. We're just having conversation here. No need to get all ticked off.
One of these days, I want an explanation for what ticked off is supposed to. Like, what are we ticking here?
Yeah. I mean, we could really.
I mean, if you're ticked
research.
off, aren't you really just the tick that's full? Isn't
This
that what
is
you want to
David.
be?
And then you're happy as a
right?
what?
It's not
What
making
was
any
that?
sense.
Happy
Pig and
as a
slop.
pig and mud.
Pig in mud, pig in slop.
This is David right here when we're trying to get the show, getting everything ready.
Bouncing around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Yep,
He's like a coon dog on a scent.
that's about the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't talk to him. You can't do nothing. He's focused.
He's tweaking.
What are we doing today? What are we talking about? Do I need to print that out?
I walked in the door today, and he's like, Matthew, business.
Yeah. He was trying to tell. He told me he was going to wait and tell me how we was going to do something.
Yeah. So it's
Then he told me, he's like, I should just say it one time when everybody's here, but he told me anyway.
He
And I
can't
told
help
him-
himself, man.
But then you said you had to leave at 12:30. That's 15 more minutes, and then I got to tell them.
yeah.
Caller.
Good cleanup.
Mute your
It's
phone.
your turn. If it is on silent, I don't know why it's making
Because it's
noises.
Bluetooth through the.
Oh yeah, that's why it's making noises.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Right? Well, if that don't beat it all. Perfect
Can I say
timing.
perfect timing there?
You can't script comedic timing like that.
Yeah, I know. If that don't beat it all, doggone things in silent and it's ringing anyway.
There's got to be a saying on there for what just happened.
Yeah, if that don't beat it all.
Yeah, that's the one I just used.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's another one too.
You're catching up.
This
aren't you?
is
There's
a
another one.
this is a really good one here. She's got a tongue like a duck's butt. It never stops flapping.
I know people like
Are you talking
that
about
too.
Lisa?
No.
You better not
He said
be.
that quick.
It just
Hey,
says
look,
she.
look, even if she don't watch this, there's people that know her, and the words get back to her. He values his life more
Yeah.
than talk about
It's-
her like
I'm
that.
saying it because I know he won't. I'm saying it.
It was kind of like the other day at the house. You know,
Here we go.
We're just talking about it. Were we on a show talking about that, or were we just talking about
Which
it?
one?
About the chair.
No. We were at your house for that one.
Yeah, but did you mention it in the show?
Yeah, I mentioned it
it's no
last
big
episode.
secret. We hook up and we do 3 or 4 shows. Ain't like we hook up.
Yeah, that's why you see us in the same clothes.
Yes.
4 times in a row.
Yes, we actually do change.
But
clothes
for
and
next
shower.
season, we'll have wardrobe changes.
maybe not.
All right. Last. Well, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. You make me feel better. I'm as happy
That
as a
dog
tick.
won't hunt.
What was the one with the hat? What was the one with
All
the
hat, no cattle.
All hat and no cattle. That boy's all hat and no cattle.
Is that a wrap?
No. I got one question for the three of you.
Uh-oh.
Where exactly is yonder?
That way.
Down there.
That way.
Okay.
That way.
That's
Now
what-
he just opened a
Back
can of
under.
worms. He just opened a can of
There's
worms.
another one. Oh, a can of worms.
Yeah. Now here we
We're
are.
just coming up with them ourselves.
Okay. So with this can of worms that has now been opened,
Down in the holler.
where I work at's about an hour from where I reside, and those
Both
guys,
ways.
yeah,
Uphill,
both ways.
hour
in the
there,
snow.
hour back,
Uphill in the snow.
and those guys have a saying. They say it's leaning towards schrances.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's something local up there, so it don't matter if it's leaning this way, that's towards schrances, or this way, or this way, or this way. It's leaning towards schrances.
maybe,
that means-
maybe it's on top of Sons.
Maybe
Right in the
schrances,
middle.
you know, encompass.
Schrances is over yonder.
Yeah, schrances is over yonder. You know, I don't know, but there is some crazy sayings around here, man.
Yeah.
They're like, it's leaning towards schrances. I'm like, well, which way is that? It's just leaning, man. I said, well, what if it leans this way? It's towards schrances.
Well, you have different sayings in different parts of North Carolina. Like towards the west, you had soda pop. Pop.
Ain't no soda pop around here.
We don't have soda or pop. They're soft drinks.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? But up there, they
Soft
call
drinks.
it like when I was younger, my uncle pulled into a store. He's in Tennessee, up that way. He said, "You want a pop?" And I'm like, I'm thinking I did something wrong. I thought he was about to slap the crap out of me.
Pop.
Yeah, I'm like, no. So he goes in and gets all the kids' sodas, and I'm like, where's mine? Like, I really thought I meant first he wants to pop me, then he get me a soda.
Man.
Well, you know, down in Louisiana, about everything, any kind of soft drink is just generalized as Coke.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we had some.
What kind of Coke do you
Yeah,
want?
yeah, because they say Coke because I remember we went out to eat with
Uncle Jim.
our kids' band teachers years ago, and we were at a place and the waitress come up. She said, "What y'all want to drink?" And that guy said, "I'll have a Coke." She said, "Okay, what do you want?" He's like,
A Coke.
"I just said Coca-Cola." She said, "Oh, Coca-Cola." Okay, because it could have been Pepsi, it could have been Sundrop, it could have been Mountain Dew.
You know, that leads into another phrase. How infuriating is it to go into a restaurant and go, I'll have a Coke, and they go, is Pepsi okay? Is fake money okay?
Yeah.
I asked for what I asked for.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. And what gets me, and it didn't used to be this way, I guess because so many Northerners moved down here, but you go up and they say, what do you have to drink? I said, I'll have tea. Sweet tea? Duh. Is there anything else?
Dude,
You know?
Oh, have you ever-
the first time I ever went to Louisiana, first restaurant we go into, I ordered tea, and she goes, we don't have sweet tea.
What?
I made the same face. Same face. So I spent the rest of that trip looking like an idiot going, do you guys have sweet tea?
Man, sweet
Hey,
tea.
I'll tell you a story.
Sun tea.
There's a place.
Sun tea.
Yeah.
There's a place I went to one time, and it was the middle of July. It was hot outside, and they have some of the best tea ever. And yes, there's a difference in how you make tea.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
Man, they hired this new waitress in there. It was an Italian restaurant, and man, I got back in the car. I just took me a big old whiff, and apparently the girl sweetened it with salt.
Oh, God.
I had to clean the floorboard of my car out.
Oh, my gosh.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
All right, with that.
Yeah. We're done.
On that terrible disappointment.
I guess until next time, stay
Stay
bonafide.
bonafide.